Yes, indeed. Let's talk as I walk, man. Let me serve you some food for thought. I was thinking about hypergamy. If you don't know what hypergamy is, all that philosophy states is women pretty much date up. They commingle or cohabitate upward. You feel what I'm saying? They have romantic interactions upward. Upward meaning financially, status-wise. A woman that is maybe a lawyer, according to hypergamy, wouldn't get with a man that is making less than her salary. She would get with somebody that is making more. And if it was up to most women these days, exponentially more, you know? So I was thinking about hypergamy, right? It has become such a commonplace understanding these days, a way that women operate these days, that it's no use in complaining. It's kind of like know where you fit in kind of thing, like get in where you fit in. And everybody's conversation is different according to their experiences, according to their point of view, according to how they feel about any particular topic. So you might be in conversations with somebody that won't let off right away that they believe in hypergamy. And then there are those who you'll get the hint or the understanding or, you know, the wake-up call that they are totally hypergamous unapologetically. And that's just how they're getting down. Either you got the amount or you can't, you know what I'm saying, rock out. You feel me? So I'm saying all this to say knowing where you fit in, knowing who you're dealing with is step number one. And then don't take anything personal because of the times that we live in. And what I mean by that is we graduate, we grow to have other understandings, you know, as time goes on. As time progresses, so does conscious levels, you know. The more variety we see, you know, and circumstances, I believe, make most women hypergamous, you know, especially in this country, which is a decadent one, a country which is seen around the world as a prosperous one. It's almost like, why not cash in for what is very, like, highly coveted among men, you know? A strong majority of men, I would say. A large portion of men. And it's almost like, why wouldn't they cash in? It's probably their thinking. But to those who denounce or are against hypergamy, you know, again, know where you fit in, you know, get in where you fit in. Not all women have adopted that philosophy. Now, they're far and few in between. You know what I'm saying? It'll be, you know, like searching for a wild goose, you know what I'm saying, trying to find that one. But yet and still, there are some of those who are still traditional in their values. But the catch with that is you would in turn have to be a traditional type of man to land one of those type of women with traditional values. And the way times are shaping up these days, to be a traditional man is 9 times out of 10 going to lead you into a brick wall that they call being taken advantage of. I'm just letting it be known. We got to be real. We got to cut it straight, you know. Let's keep it clear and understandable and concise. That's just the reality of the way things are going these days. You know, traditionalism is damn near dead, just like they say about chivalry, because that's a traditional idea if you know, really look into it. Traditionalism as a whole is pretty much dead. Nobody believes in, you know, manners, you know, having manners and pulling chairs out and all this kind of, you'll be the one that she's scoping out to get, you know, down and dirty with, and you'll be the one, you know, dirty, and she'll be the one getting down, if you get what I'm saying. So it's like traditionalism is dead. Hypergamists operate according to current consensus among women, one, and then there are men who are professional advocates by way of their actions. They're advocates of hypergamy, which means they encourage it because of where they are in life, the means that they've acquired, and they want to have some fun with the funds that they've accumulated. So that's how they feel as though they'll get what they have been desiring, you know. Some people believe that they put in so much work, they haven't had time to have fun, you know, and when they finally come up and get their money, to them, you can't tell them that's not time to have fun. You can't tell them that. And to some, having fun is getting with the woman of your dreams, of their desire that they could never have before they got the means. So I'm saying all this to say hypergamy exists within the gumbo of many different circumstances, many different situations, current being in stark contrast to the past. It's like to be a person that is against it vocally would only cut your options off, because you got to understand one thing. Hypergamy is mainly about financial, yes, but status also plays a part in this hypergamous belief. Now, there are some women who value status over the financial. Again, far and few in between, but your reputation means more than the money. If you don't have the money yet, you're working on getting your revenue and your funds to a place that you can feel proud about. Cool, kudos, I feel you. Kudos to you, because I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm on that same type of time. But sometimes your reputation precedes you, Sometimes who you are is what she most likes to be with. And even if you don't have the means or the resources, she'll still entertain, time spending with you. Spending time with you is the better way to say it, not so complicated. She'll entertain spending time with you if your reputation is that of somebody that she likes to be in the company of, we all know about local legends, Some say hood stars. You feel what I'm saying? Those are people who might not have the revenue, but still tapping into that hypergamous belief system. Women will get with these men whose reputation precedes them. Now, you're probably asking, if you're a man watching this, or if you're a woman that's just curious on a man's behalf, what if you're a man without the money, the financial, if you're a man without reputation or status that precedes him? What are you to do in the social romantic market, I'll call it, to put a technical term on it, but we all know what I'm saying, What is a man to do these days in the social romantic market if you don't have either of those things working for you, And rest assured, be not worried, the saying that conversation rules the nation is something that you might want to get in tune with, That's something that you want to better understand, because believe it or not, I'm going to throw another term at you and I'll break it down, okay? Most women, I feel, in my experiences, let me say this. So this only represents a portion, a microcosm of the possible macrocosm, ecosystem that is women, So I'm saying this based on my experience, so don't take it as I'm just making a, a concrete theory about this. No, it's like, okay, according to my experiences, most women are at their core sapiosexuals. You get what I'm saying? And what that means is, as I said before, conversation rules the nation. A sapiosexual is turned on, I guess is the PG way to say it. She is aroused by intellect. Like, intellect arouses her. Good conversation arouses her. A plan for the future arouses her. Not to say that there aren't other influences that get her to that level. There definitely is and will be for every woman. But at the core, because, and I think the reason that is, though there's more information these days, there isn't enough pertinent information. There isn't enough concrete, solid information. There isn't enough interesting information. It's a lot, but it's almost like quantity, not quality information. You feel me? And I think women at their core search for civilization builders, civilization sparkers. You get what I'm saying? Village leaders. You get what I'm saying? Those who can run a village, guide and direct a village to new territory. Though that takes innovative thinking, that takes the courage to think outside the box, that takes intellect to do that, to be able to do that. And in current times, though women have chosen to adopt the hypergamous ideal, at the core of most women, they are sapiosexual. So I'm saying this on behalf of those who might feel like, damn, I don't got money. You know, my status is not, I'll be out the way. So if nobody really know me like that, you know, what am I to do? I'm telling you, conversation rules the nation. Build your mind, you know, put things in your mind, read something that interests you, learn new words, you know, and have a plan that you're able to articulate. And I know you probably heard this 1,000 times. You got to have a plan in life. What is your 5-year plan? But if you're not able to articulate that plan when asked, you know, you have to really sit down and start to begin to go in that direction, learning how to articulate your plan, even if you don't articulate it to everybody who asks, you know. But if you're in a serious conversation with a, you know, romantic, sociable counterpart that's a potential addition to your program, do you feel what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You need to be able to articulate what the goal is, what the plan is for you, her, and all involved. Or however you, whatever point of view you're seeing this from, whoever the counterpart to you is, you need to be able to, you know, articulate what the goal is, what the plan is, and how we're going to move toward that as a whole, together. You feel me? And understand too that be able to concretely rationalize, even if you're unsure yourself. Be able to concretely rationalize any behavior, any misstep, because you're going to make mistakes. And you have, I hate to say this, not to make it to where you need to be walking on eggshells with this person, because be yourself. If this person can't rock with you because you don't have money, and this person won't rock with you because your status is not big or something like that, you know. I don't know why that Destiny's Child song just came to my head. But if your status ain't hood, you know what I'm saying? But if that does not describe you, you get what I'm saying? Still be you, but just don't rock with that type of person, because that's going to be a mental drain, spiritual drain, possibly a physical drain. If she got you running all across the town and the city and over here and over there, go get me this, go get me that, you know what I'm saying? You know you want me type of thing, you know. Don't let nobody have you jumping through hoops is what I'm saying. You feel me? So I'm saying that to say that. You get what I'm saying? But you'll be less apt to make mistakes with this person because you're already not in this person's league in their mind. You're out of their league in their mind because they believe, again, in hypergamy. And this country makes it so hard for certain people to gain, hold, and retain resources. And I don't understand why certain cultures, women, adopted hypergamy, you know what I'm saying, as a philosophy. Why certain cultures, women, have bought into that ideal. That's only going to leave you with a handful of men that you're going to be satisfied with, and hell on the rest who you believe that you're settling for, who you might not really be settling for. Because hypergamy is grounded in it should be naturally grounded in need, but it's more about want. Because we live in a society where most women are almost like spoiled children. They're used to getting what they want, and if they don't, they'll throw a tantrum. And when you're grown, tantrum comes in many different forms that could be detrimental to your health, your life, your freedom, your safety. You feel me? When a grown woman, to be specific, throws a tantrum, there's a lot at stake at that point. Do you feel what I'm saying? Let alone, men too. If they throw a tantrum, that's a whole nother thing. But we're talking about women who have adopted the ideal of hypergamy. And the reason I'm letting that be known is because hypergamists believe that they deserve what they want. They don't care about what they need. And in some cases, the one you need is a solid man with a solid foundation and a solid program. And then you guys together are building towards something. You know, not him having everything that you desire off gate, out the door, and you just, crashing the party, so to speak. Like, that's not going to be every woman's reality. And the thing about that is, like I said, every woman believes she deserves, most women, let me say that, most women, from my observation, believe that they deserve, a man with high status or lots of financials, healthy financials. They believe that they deserve what they want. And 9 times out of 10, it might not be the person, the guy, the human being they need. So, hypergamy, don't take it personal. Tis what it is. I've come to realize too, for certain cultures, this country has so thoroughly turned the women against the men of their culture that there's nothing that you can do that's going to be sufficient for the woman of your culture as a man. So what I'm saying is, without me saying the ethnicity or the culture, you can put 2 and 2 together. You get what I'm saying? You can kind of, picture what I'm saying. There's nothing that the man of that culture can do for the woman of his culture that will be sufficient for her to believe in his authority, for her to validate his authority, for her to submit to his manhood, so to speak. This country has so thoroughly turned that woman against her man, but any other man of any other culture will suffice for the woman of this particular culture I'm speaking about. You feel me? I've witnessed that. I've seen that. I know it's not everybody. There are some exceptions to the rules. There are some anomalies. I'm just speaking on the paradigm right now. You feel me? The way that America has shaped the mentalities of certain women in certain cultures. And it is what it is. And the thing I've also realized too, and I'm not going to put myself in it, even though, let me just say what I'm saying. If the person that you are is attractive enough for a woman that believes in hypergamy, she will disregard for that time being to learn more about you. It's out of curiosity possibly, or, whatever the case, whatever's attracting her to you, she will set aside or choose to entertain your belief system, to get to better know you in times where you might not have everything financially, you might not be known around the town, but this chance meeting that you guys were blessed to have, if in that opportunity, that moment, that scenario, that situation, you awe her, you wow her, you dazzle her, you get what I'm saying? You mesmerize her. I have come to believe that she will set aside, not totally disregard or no longer believe or, dissent from her prior belief, but she will entertain, a contrary or opposing belief system, if she wants to really see about you, who you are, how are you attracting me so, how are you mesmerizing me like this, and it goes back to what I was just telling you. Conversation rules the nation. How you say things, what you're talking about. Very important. If you're using words out of context, you're not pronouncing and enunciating. And I will say this too. Let me get back off of that. That's how I verbalize. I pronounce my words. I speak. I enunciate. I use words in context. But I have known some fellas though that their sheer accent is the reason that women would choose them over other guys. Their accent. So you never know. Different strokes for different folks is what they would say. What I would say, what I have come to believe this day, you get what I'm saying? And I will carry that information and belief with me from this day forward. It's different strokes for different folks. Different things are the key to igniting the flame within any particular woman. It's not the same every time. What worked for one might not work for the other, and then you're going to continue that on and so forth with the next one, the next one, and the next one. And then there might be some similarities. Things you might have did with this one might click with the third one after the second one. And then, the seventh one down the line, the things you were doing with the third one, might be kind of working with this. But it's not going to go all the way down the line. The same exact thing is going to work with this one and that one. It is never going to happen. She going to like some things that she don't like. She going to like some things that she can't stand. and it's gonna keep going. You're gonna, you know, you gotta understand that. But you gotta understand this too. It's the confusing part. Women are communal in most cases. In most cases, from what I can see. So what I'm saying is, it's like the buddy system. Though she can't stand some of the things that she believes in, and vice versa, you know, they all, you know, believe at their core about, they believe hypergamy. They believe in hypergamy. They stand on hypergamy. And to add to that, more times than not, I'll say 9 out of 10 of them are sapiosexuals. They might not know what that term means, but I guarantee if you have a great, enriching, inspiring, entertaining, in some ways, educational, you know, fiery conversation with any particular woman, she's gonna want to talk to you again. She's gonna, before she even know what your financial is, you know, who you are around the city that she met you in. You get what I'm saying? Before any of that, she's gonna want to talk to you again. You feel me? And when she does, you're gonna need to follow up the fire that you exhibited day one, the second day. Don't come with the same, don't memorize a whole script and conversation and have that same conversation. That's why I said you gotta be you. Talk about something that fires you up, and that'll be like your homework, or that'll be like your practice arena. Conversation with this particular woman, or that particular woman, or these particular women, that's your, you know, test arena. See if you can get her to not only engage, but be fired up about something that you're fired up about. You know what I'm saying? Try to explain it in a way that makes her say, damn, I want to try that. I want to know more. Damn, when'd you start doing that? Can I start today? And, you know, like, you want that kind of energy to be put back out to you. You feel me? So I'm going to leave it at that, hypergamy. I might do a part 2. I can go deeper about that. I was just thinking about that, and I appreciate you, you know, lending me your ear and entertaining the thoughts of my mind. And if you don't know what hypergamy is, 9 times out of 10, I might put it on the screen so you can see what it means. If you don't know what a sapiosexual is, same thing applies. I might put it on the screen so you can see what it means. But check out what those things mean and see how you can benefit from these particular characteristics or traits, you know? It's not totally it's not totally out of your hands if a woman believes in hypergamy, you know? It's not totally beyond your reach. You just got to know how you fit into that type of equation. But I'm going to tell you like this. This is the last thing I'm going to say. How you come out the gate is how you'll return to the gate at the finish line. How you start is how you finish. You get what I'm saying? The way you went out the door is the way that you'll return back through the door. Do you feel me? So if you come out the gate talking about how much bread you got, how much money you making, how much money you expect to be making, you know, expect that to be the last conversation. When, you know, no matter how long the run lasts, you know, y'all can have a 10-year run, but your downfall is going to be the money. You glorify that over everything, you know? And I tend to believe no run lasts forever, very true. But sometimes runs can end because of things out of your control. What I mean by that is nothing in life is for certain forever. Nothing's going to continue for an infinite amount of time. Nothing. That goes for relationships with people. So what I'm saying is the time that you do have, make every moment impactful. You know, not saying entertaining, you know, don't make every moment a shuck and jive show or a tap dance show, but make every moment impactful. You know, a learning moment. It can be a fun moment, a laughable moment, you know, a loving moment. You see what I'm saying? An understanding or considerate moment. You get what I'm saying? But make every moment impactful. You know, but if you come in, like I said, with the bravado, machismo kind of ideology, the way you start with her is how you're going to finish with her. Do you feel me? Because every run does come to an end. No run lasts forever. So yeah, again, don't be up in arms about the hypergamous belief. Most women these days are hypergamists. You gotta just understand that. If your way to conquer those who have been set back because of that belief, if your way to conquer that is to get more money and spend more money, cool, do your thing. If your way is to, you know, catch a few more bodies to be the known killer in your city, you know, be careful out there, you know. But if you plan to just be yourself, see where the chips fall with the next one you talk to and the next one after that, if that one don't work and so on and so forth, do your thing, man. Don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. You feel me? So, yeah, that's about it.